guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another interesting video where I will be showing you how you can create PowerPoint presentation using your Python code and send it in a mail to your clients. First, I'll just explain you how the results would look like. So this is a folder structure that I'm maintaining, and I'll be showing you an example of a quarterly sales report. So you will see this slide, title of the PPT quarterly sales, subtitle of the PPT, monthly sales report. In January what was the sales, in February what was the sales, March, and then a quarterly comparison of start of the quarter, end of the quarter, and an end slide. This slide would be sent to the client in a mail automatically using the code. Do watch the video till the end. Here we are at the coding section. It will start with importing of the libraries. Then the main library that would be creating a PowerPoint presentation is pptx. To install this library, it is pip install python pptx. In my configuration file config.py, I am maintaining all the functions: file path, the initiate first slide, then so add a single image slide, double image slide, end image slide, and send email, which is defined in the config file. Then, as you would have seen in my last video of how to send a mail via Gmail, I have explained the process of how to mail. So the mail configuration, it contains the username and password for my Gmail account. So this password is not the actual password, but instead the app password. If you have some confusion, do check that video. Then importing library is fine. Then I have folder structures that I'm maintaining is in the data folder. I have kept all my monthly sales inside this as a sales.png file. Prefix of sales quarter 1, I have included the start and the end quarter 2 files. This is for example, but you can keep it as per your need. So in the first slide, nothing is there. In the end slide, one thank you page image is there. I am giving the folder name here. First is the folder to fetch data from, which is a data folder. Okay, the results would be stored under the results folder. Then the first slide folder is this, and the end slide folder is this. The output of the PPT that would be generated would be report.pptx. Okay, these are the parameters that will be passing. Output directory would be file path plus folder name results. If this results folders is not already created, I have written a part where if it does not exist, create that folder, so that while saving it doesn't throw any errors. Okay, if this particular path is not existing, just create that. Then input data directory, I have included the data folder. Then root directory 1 is the input directory. Then I'm checking what are the subdirectories under that particular root folder. That converted into a list is stored under subdirectories 1. Similarly, if there are some files available, it would be converted into a list and stored under the files available variable. Now this is the start of the presentation. When we are making, first of all, we are calling this particular function of presentation. Inside data, what are the different subdirectories? I'm going one by one under each. Inside that directories, if I'm trying to see if there are further subdirectories inside that. Okay, so if the subdirectory name, like first it will go 001, then 01 sales, then 01 sales, Feb, March, it will go from folder to folder. So if I'm checking if that particular folder is the first slide folder, then I need to have a title and subtitle. Here I'm having title and subtitle. So what I have to pass that is, I'm calling this particular function of initialize first slide and pass the title and subtitle. Quarterly sales and sales figure. Quarterly sales and sales figure. We'll go to this particular function. This function is defined in the config.file. Okay, initiate first slide. The input parameters are title and subtitle. It is creating a presentation. A new slide is created, which is slide layout 1 is equal to root.slide layouts 0. 0 means these are the indexes for different slides. What type of slide you want to create. 0 means title and subtitle. Then 1 means title and content, 2 means section header, 3 means to content, and like that way 8 is pick with caption. If you open PowerPoint normally, if you click on new slide, you will see title slide, title and content, section header, to content, comparison, title only. So these are the different types of slide options you are seeing. So that is the same thing here. Based on what type of slide you want to create, I'm utilizing title and subtitle one. So I'm giving a parameter of 0 here. Slides are added using this particular add slide function. So I'm saying root.slides dot add slide and give the what type of slide is. So you will pass that I want to create root.slide layouts with a 0, which is the title and subtitle. That slide gets added to the root. Slide.shape.title.text is equal to title. Slide.placeholder1.text is equal to subtitle. So there are different placeholders. For subtitle it is placeholder 1, and then I'm returning the root. So this particular slide is returned back to the main function in the root. So once we pass this part, the first slide is created. Then it will go to the second folder. So if it is sales 1 January or February or March, then what I'm doing, I'm creating. If it is monthly sales, then I'm creating a slide which will have a heading, text heading here, and the image. I'm taking the placeholder one is the monthly sales report, okay, which is this. Then placeholder 2 is this. This is placeholder 2, the text here which is mentioned, okay, Jan. So what I'm taking, the name of the subdirectory, which is this, I'm splitting it by a dash and then taking the last one, which is Jan. Then again I'm just taking this directory and what are the files available under that. So under January, one file is available. So I'm reading that particular image and then calling the add single image slide function. I'm passing the root, the image, the placeholder 1 and the placeholder 2 values. We'll go to this particular function. It takes the parameters as these defined in the config file. So now here creating one slide which will contain slide layout 1. Slide layout 1 is title and content. Title and content means title and content. So here I'll create a slide layout, then I'll add that slide, then I'll add the heading. If that heading is not blank, I'm giving the slide.placeholder0.text is equal to placeholder 1. If this second heading, if it is not blank, then I'll put slide.placeholder1.text is equal to placeholder 2. So now first part is done and this Jan has come. Then I have to add an image. So now to add an image like this image, I need to tell where in this whole particular sheet the image should come. So that will be defined by left, top, width and height. Left means the margins from the left. This image, the margins from the left. Top means the margin from the top. Okay, what is the starting point of that image? Then how much width of that image and how much height of the image. This is present in inches, and this inches, this is a class which you need to import from pptx.util. These values I have kept as per my requirement. You can increase or decrease based on whatever suits you. I am adding slide.shape.add picture, pass the picture path and the margins and then return the root. So then this single image slide would be added. So for every month, Jan, Feb, March, for all these months individually the folders would run. This particular if condition will be true and it will keep on creating this Jan, then Feb, then March. Then another example of how to create two images PPT. So for that what I have done is the elif condition, where if the naming convention is 02 sales Q1, then create a 2 image slide. Okay, so for that you need to pass the placeholder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are actually there. So one is this, then 2, okay, and then 4. Similarly to the previous one, I'm just importing this particular information. I'm taking the what is the path of the image 1 and image 2 and then calling this function of add double image slide, pass the root, pass the images, pass the placeholder values. So placeholder 3 and 5 are subheadings within this particular 2 and 4. Okay. Currently I'm not creating them, that's why I'm not passing those values of 3 and 5. Okay, I'm utilizing 2 and 4 only. So what is inside that particular double image slide? If in the configuration file I have mentioned, creating a slide with the format 4. Format 4 is the comparison slide. Okay, if you go to PowerPoint, you can see this particular, this one. So this is a slide, it's a comparison slide. Then I'm adding that slide, and then if the placeholder 1 value is not there, then put the text value of placeholder 1. Similarly for the placeholder 2 as well, 3 as well. Okay, and then in the 3, if I'm not having that value of 3, I have included one more part where sometimes those values would be coming as a default one. So if you see here, right, if I do not put, it would come something like this: click to add title or click to add subtitle. Okay, I don't want them in my PPT, so I have created a function of get slide placeholder index. I pass in the slide and I pass in the name. 3 and 5 I don't want, so I can just remove them. I'll just call that particular function. First I get that index of placeholder 3 and then remove slide placeholder with the in the slide with the index. The two functions I have written here. Find get slide placeholder index slide comma name. It will get the slide and the name of the placeholder. To get the index, take the shape in slide dot placeholders and then find the index using this particular code. Okay, and then return the index. Once that index is returned here, then I'm passing that index to index I column in the remove slide placeholder. So I'm just going here, calling this function, passing the slide and the index which needs to be removed. Text box equal slide dot shapes index 0, sp is equal text box dot element get parent dot remove, and then return the slide. Keeps the PPT clean. Similarly, you can have many folders of the monthly and quarterly, whatever you want to keep. As in when you will create those folders, it will create that PPT for you. And in the last part, in end slide folder, I'll just pass the image that need to be pushed and then call the end image slide function. What it will take in input the root, the image path, and the placeholders would be blank only. Again, it is a title and content part. I'll add the slide, I'll add the placeholder values, and then I'll add the image with these particular dimensions. So if you see here, the end slide would look like thank you. So this is a whole image. The left margin is 0, the top margin is 0. Okay, left may also it is 0, top mate is also. So its starting point is from here, and then the width is 10 cross 7.5. So that way the full image will come. Okay, and then return root. Okay, then this way finally full PPT would be created. I'll just save this particular PPT in this particular path, which is results and report.pptx. Once it is PPT is created, I'll be sending a mail with this attachment. So if you have not seen my previous video, you can check this particular code in detail. Here I'll just give you a brief, like to send a mail of this particular attachment. I'm just writing some content like, hi, please find the attached file, this is a system generated mail, please don't reply to this email. This mail content you need to add, and add this break line so that it is formatted. Then in the full path file path name, just add the path of the file to be attached, which is this PPT file, which is created under results and report. Okay, it is the same path of PPT output name and PPT output directory. Then attachment name is I'm keeping as PPT output name only. You can keep as whatever name you would like. Then who will receive these PPT? So you can just give the IDs, semicolon separated IDs. Here I am sending this PPT to two receivers, one email ID and the other email ID separated by semicolon. Then the mail subject, sales report Q1. Okay, and then I'll just pass this information to send Gmail function with mail receiver subject content from password full path, and then the mail would be sent success. Okay, I'll give you a demo. I'll go right click and then run main. Okay, if you see, it will go to a parent directory. See, no mail has come. Okay, it will go to a root directory, then it will go to the first slide, then it will go to Jan, Feb, it will go to March, then it will go to sales Q1, and then the H slide. It will say PPT created successfully and then mail sent successfully. If you go here, you will see a new mail has popped up. If you click on this mail, it will say, hi, please find the attached file, this is a system generated message, please don't reply. If you click on this particular part, you will see the PPT has arrived. Quarterly sales, sales figure, monthly sales report, January. Thank you. Okay, so if you would have liked this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for these amazing videos. I'll be uploading them soon Thank you.